Hey, what's up guys, Super Logan 007 back with another video, and today we are reviewing XXXTentacion's new album, Bad Vibes Forever, and I gotta tell you that it is not a good look. I'll tell you why. We're gonna jump right in here in a second, but first of all, I'm gonna tell you my favorite track and my least favorite track. So my favorite track on this thing is Bad Vibes Forever, and it's the title track, because I love how everything fits together perfectly in this song. And I love how it sounds like an X song but advanced. I mean, it's very good. It's very good. And I mean, he's just really, what he's doing in this song is just telling a story, if you read the lyrics. And I just really like how everything fits and blends. The one thing that I would change about this album, Trippy Red on this song, I mean, it's acoustic, it's full. I mean, don't put auto-tune Trippy Red on this song, because he just messed it up. I mean, that's basically all he did. My least favorite track on this thing was Ugly, or Hot to Guile, because who came up with the idea of putting a 1-minute track on this album that didn't mean anything? Says the same thing 4 times over and over again and only has one meaning. I mean, that's basically all that Ugly is. Because really, if you're looking at X's previous songs, it doesn't compare to any of those except some of the introductions. Like the intro to Question Mark, it sounds like not even as full as some of his introductions are, which are just talking. And I mean, it's not a good look for him. It's not a good look for the producers. And if they want to make another album that's better, then you can't make tracks like this. You can't make tracks that aren't full. You can't make tracks that just fall short of even being a real song. Just put that in your introduction or something. I don't care. But just don't act like it's a big deal, because it's not. It's a bad song. I mean, yeah. So the other one was Hot Gal, which features these two other singers, and don't know exactly what their names are. And I didn't really have time to figure those out because I didn't really care. But it's not a good song. It kind of sounds like I don't even speak Spanish, LOL, off of Question Mark, because it's just, what is the point of that? What is it? Like, he's just saying things in a Spanish kind of tune. I mean, I know you're trying to make this an acoustic, but just like, if you're gonna make an acoustic, make it more full. Don't make going out songs like this. I mean, and even if you are gonna make outgoing songs, then don't make it just be like a fun party time song, because really, if you're gonna go sad and acoustic on this album, you don't want to change it in the middle unless it can actually work, which it can't. Now to the actual album. So there are a couple songs that I did not feel blended at all, and some of those were Ugly. That did not blend at all. I think the one with Rick Ross did not blend with at all. And by the way, whose idea was it to put Rick Ross on one of these songs? It's a draw for attention. It's a cry for attention. X's producers are just crying for attention, because who puts Rick Ross on an X song if they're not looking for attention? Like, really, that's the stupidest thing you can ever do. And I mean, it's not a good idea to put all these artists on this mixtape. And I know it might not have been full enough. Maybe you can do some stuff with the tuning and put it in the other half of another song, like Frank Ocean's songs and Kendrick Lamar songs. They alternate, so they go one half is one song and the other half is another song. That's basically a lot of Good Kid, Mad City things that he did with that, and that would actually be a better look for him, because it wouldn't suck. But really, some of these songs don't blend, but some of them actually really blend very well. And Bad Vibes Forever, as I was talking about at the beginning of this video, it blends. Because PNB Rock and XXXTentacion, they blend along with the guitar perfectly. And then I just love the drum track in this song. It's building up suspense, and then it's just a great ending. I mean, it actually sounds like a better version of a question mark song. But yeah, so they blend well a lot. But a lot of these songs are very bad quality. I'm just saying, it's funny because Ugly, the second track on the record, and then the third track on the record, he starts out saying to the listeners, these producers start out saying, okay, here, we're gonna give you something to listen to, just maybe to calm down. But really, everybody's gonna say, like, what are they doing on this? What's the point of them making these songs at the beginning of the album? Just get them out of the way. Just don't make them at all because they're unnecessary. Bad quality songs on this thing, and I'm telling you, they're just all these. And then a lot of songs have random vocal techniques that are not needed at all. Like, why does it sound like a muted guitar when he's using that gravelly vocal technique? There's no tuning on it or anything. He's just trying to sound cool. He's trying to sound gravelly. And it sounds like a muted electric guitar. I'm not even kidding. You can't hear what he's saying. School Shooters is probably one of the worst songs on this album because of its weird vocal technique. And then Lil Wayne on an XXXTentacion song. Like I said with Rick Ross too, they're just milking his death for money, because right now Lil Wayne and Rick Ross, they could fit in a song together. Rick Ross and XXXTentacion could not. Lil Wayne and XXXTentacion cannot. And you saw this on this album. They cannot blend and work together because they're just too different in their vocal techniques and what they do with the tuning. Another thing on a lot of these songs is that a lot of them are incomplete, if you know what I mean. Like, they're just not full enough. A lot of these songs don't have drum tracks at all. They don't have, they have funky acoustic guitar riffs. I mean, and just weird choruses from X was all they could get. I mean, they're not using the best of what he left behind. And I mean, so they're just incomplete and totally unnecessary. I did, however, like some of the more rappy themes, because he's said a rapper and he doesn't prove that to us in any way. All these acoustic tracks on Skins. Train Food was the one song that I liked off that album, and the rest of that album was not good. He tried to make a punk song with Kanye West and Travis Barker. That did not work out at all. On this album, he does some of the same experiments that he did in Skins. For example, he's going to put Blink 182 on the end of this song. And I mean, that's just the icing on the cake, because really everybody, I don't think anybody was questioning whether or not you were the producers were just making money off of this. But I mean, Blink 182, I mean, at the end of the album, it's not that big of a surprise that they come in. This is just a cry for attention, and only big X fans are actually going to listen to this stuff for the funky choruses and hooks that they can get out of his death. All in all, this album it's not full, it's incomplete. I liked Bad Vibes Forever, and that's pretty much the only song that I fully liked off this album. And even that had a problem with it. Trippie Redd was too electronic for the beat that they were going for. I'm going to rate this a 2 out of 10. And this was just a horrific mess to listen to. I mean, some people could say different, but I mean, That's my opinion. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.